Hey everyone, Codex here. I hope you're doing amazing. So today we'll be taking a look at Fantom and we'll be discussing if we are currently heading towards a prolonged bear market or if this is the final drop before we start rallying again. So if you guys like the content, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure to check out our Patreon account. You'll be able to get some insight on the market, learn when to buy and sell, and you'll also be able to see what cryptocurrencies I hold and how I personally manage my portfolio. And so without further ado, let's just head into this video. So Fantom has been one of our favorite altcoins to discuss on this channel lately, and in the last video I remember saying that FTM will end up dropping below $1 in Q2, meaning in this quarter, somewhere between April and June of this year. And I kept insisting on the fact that things don't look that great, and after managing to bounce back up twice from this support in here and also in here, it seems like we are out of fuel, and it also seems like bears have taken control. And so I'll make sure to tell you today if things will actually get worse or better as we move forward. So starting off, if we take a look at the VPVR indicator, which is an indicator that displays for us the trading activity from both buyers and sellers to basically show us where the resistance supports are, we can see that the next support is between 88 and 84 cents. Look, whenever you notice a spike like this one in here or also this one, that means that that's a high volume node, which is an area where there is a lot of buys and sales happening, and that area tends to act as a magnet. In our case, this is the next high volume node, which is our next magnet. And what this means is that the odds of us dropping in here are very high. Now, if we take a look at the Phoenix Ascending indicator, which is a momentum indicator, we can see on the daily time frame that the blue LSMA and red RSI are still going down, meaning that things are still bearish on this time frame, because we know that when the blue and red line are below this mid-yellow line, things are bearish. And so as long as they are trending this low, things will mainly remain this way. What we want to see to expect some relief is the blue LSMA and red RSI to trend up high, and that will end up triggering some upward pressure. Now, although things look bad, I have to admit that based on what I'm seeing, there are some good things. It seems like this bearish momentum will come to its end in 1 to 3 days. We've got these orange dots showing up, and that's usually a sign of an upcoming reversal, because whenever you see these dots, which are by the way called the energy dots, you tend to see a reversal a couple of days afterwards. And we've had that in here, for example. I mean, just look at how after getting the energy dots, the price started going up and things improved for some time. The same thing happened in here. And although this move lasted for like a week or so, you can still notice that amid getting these orange dots on our indicator, we went up by over 60%. So as I said, things still don't look that great for us on the bigger picture, of course, but when it comes to the next week, we have got a decent chance of going up because we are way too overextended down. Look, I've discussed Fantom way too many times on this channel, and we've been receiving a lot of good feedback from you, as most videos were accurate, and I'm very thankful for the good feedback. And since you are up here enjoying the price action, I've said that Fantom will sooner or later experience a bear market and a strong bearish phase where it will just keep going down. Because look, you have to remember that FTM went from a fraction of a penny to 3.7 US dollar in a year and a half, which, as amazing as it is, these moves aren't sustainable. I have no hatred for Fantom whatsoever, but you have to understand that after every bull run, there will be always a phase where we just stop going up, and one of the things we focused on to understand what may happen next is the 50 weeks moving average. I've talked about this because remember that at the end of 2020 and back in the summer of last year, this MA actually played the role of a support when we crashed down massively, and we managed to hold it, which ended up with us having these two amazing rally, where now things look different and they look a bit similar to what we had back in 2020 before the March crash. And I kept saying over and over that if FTM can't hold this level and remain up high, then we are done. And although we tried to reclaim this level back in here, this attempt ended up failing. I honestly don't expect us to rally again or to perform well unless we trend above our blue line again, which is currently at about 1.37 US dollars. Also, if we take a brief look at the KDJ, which is also a momentum indicator, we can see on the weekly that the black line is still going down and it's below the level of 20. The blue and orange lines are also still going down and they are trending to lower levels. And this is a bearish sign. What you basically want to see is something like in here or also in here where the black line goes up above this of 20, and you also want to see a bullish cross between the ascending blue line and the orange line, and that would end up being one of our signals that this downtrend is somewhat over. We don't have that yet, and this is why I've said that things are still rough. So to conclude, Fantom ended up dropping below $1 like we expected, and I still expect things to get worse on the long term. Keep in mind I'm saying on the long term. Short term and mid term, I honestly expect us to see a relief phase within the next couple of days because we are simply way too overextended down. And I honestly expect something like this to happen next. Okay, so that was about it, guys, for Fantom today. Thanks for sticking by till the end. Also, if you want to store your FTM in a hardware wallet, or you want to store any other cryptocurrency that comes to your mind, safely of course, make sure to check Decent. Decent is a decent hardware wallet, and they are currently offering a $50 discount on their biometric wallet with the code Codex Crypto. So make sure to check the link down below if you are interested in getting one, of course. And at least with this hardware wallet, you can cry about your investments, knowing that nobody will freeze your assets or scam you. Thanks again, have a nice day, and see you in the next video.